Hi and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk and we've got another Masculine Monday for you, but one with a slight bit of a twist. Going to be trying something new, so watch out, hold on. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants. So, hope you're okay. Lovely to have you with me today. I'm just getting set up so I can see the comments on the live. From what I've been seeing, the chat seems to be appearing a little bit earlier than it has been. So I'm hoping that YouTube have sorted out its problems. And, oops. Looking these over here. How are you guys? Nice to see you coming in. Welcome, welcome. Right, so here I have some more of my monogram letters ready to use. I've already printed them out and I've done the pencil on the back. I also have a nice sharp pencil here and I have a piece of cardstock. Now my idea for tonight is to do something a little bit different, and rather than stamping in the lines, I'm going to attempt to adhere paper within the lines. As you probably guess, I end up with quite a lot of scrap pieces of stamped paper that I don't always end up using for cards, and I don't throw them away. I can't bear to throw them away. So they go in a box and, wait for a scrappy day, basically. I've just realised I've not stuck this down, which probably was a bad idea, wasn't it? I usually have, oh yes, I've got washi tape within arm's reach. That's handy, isn't it? The everlasting washi. I'm sure that's just moved. Maybe it didn't, I don't know. You know what, I'm just going to start again. Okay. Don't forget the washi, alright? That's got to have it stuck on. Otherwise you might move your letter. There we go, see? I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Let's start again. So let's just get these lines on. My top tip is do all the lines that go in one direction first. It's so much easier. Then you can turn your paper around and then do the other ones. Yes, it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines a little bit. It's just to get a rough idea. So how is everybody this fine Monday? It's been nice and sunny. I feel like I do kind of like a weather update with you guys. What's the weather in Wales today? So it's been quite sunny, very pleasant. We've been able to sit outside for lunch. And if I'd been strict, I possibly would have got them outside for dinner as well. But we've been going through the Star Wars trilogy, so... Actually, we didn't actually watch that at tea time. We watched that afterwards. But we finally got back down to the episode 4, you know, the first ever original. So, right, hello everybody. Hi Janice, welcome. Hi Martina. Hi Stephanie, Nancy, Barbara, Karen, Cheryl, Christine, Helen, Navarana. Hello, Suzanne, Tanya. Lovely. Lovely to see you. Right, so I've got my e-transferred. You probably can't see it very well, but... Okay, so I want to use up some of these bits of stamping that I've done over the years, even over the last few months. So I'm going through and trying to pick out some masculine style-ish, or just generally not too girly. And I really like the idea of this, a piece of this in here somewhere. So I really want to pop that in. Not quite sure where, but somewhere. So I'm going to try and pick some colours that might complement that. So, oh, maybe some of that. And no, okay, I'll just grab another pile of papers. Oh, look, I've got a bit there that I could use. As I said, things that I've just not got round to using. Oh, that's got a nice bit of something something on that one. So this is a great opportunity just to go through your scraps and grab a few things out that look similar. Oh, that's a nice bit of marbling. That's not Stampin' Up, by the way, that's just some marbling inks that I purchased, which was super fun to play with. Just trying to see if I've got anything else that would do for this. No, I think that's it. I'm going to pop that down out the way and I'm going to go and shut the door. I can hear my kids playing. And I'm always worried that you can hear them. Right, so I've just thought, in order to help me with cutting this precisely, all I need to do now is go back to my template and actually just lay that back over the piece that I want to cut out. I think that will work. So yes, I have lots of unfinished projects. Well, you know, I like to experiment and then you know, I end up with lots of bits and pieces. Right, I perhaps should have gone over the pencil mark on the back of this, but I'm hoping that there's enough, just about enough to see me through. I think there may be enough. Hi Wendy, nice to see you. Early for a change, yes, I'm a little bit earlier. Although, yeah, my husband came in at about 9 and said, oh, do you fancy watching the last episode of Picard? And I was like, oh, I really need to get on. So I've tried to get on here a bit earlier than usual, although not quite as early as I'd intended. You know, there's always little jobs to do, isn't there? And I've got no idea how this is going to turn out. You know me. I just had the idea this afternoon and thought, oh, I'll try that with you guys. See if it works. Christine's been busy doing the alphabets. She's been sharing them on Artful Stampin Space. So thank you for sharing all those, Christine. I'm going to just chop that bit off there. Now my problem is it's white on white, so I might just need to ink the edges of these pieces before I stick them down, because otherwise it's not going to show up, is it? Unless, of course, I go for a bright colour underneath. But anyway, I've started. Quite like the idea of some of this, of not actually pretending that the trees are not actually there, and just seeing if I can cut a piece out that will swoop round, or even just to there, that little bit there. Might fit, mightn't it? So let's see if I can. I'm just going to go over the pencil marks again. So if you need to go over them, just go back over with your pencil. Oh, I'm transferring it on the other side now. Oh dear. Martina's experimenting. Good. You know what? I'm going to hold this to the light and see if I can actually place it. You won't see this, but I'm placing it so I don't actually have to cut the bottom of the E. Ha ha ha. Isn't that clever? Not just a pretty face. Look. I'll pop that there. That there. I won't have to cut the bottom out. Yay! Less cutting. Oh, what got stuck in? Oh, it's just warped. Okay. So I don't need all that bit. I'm just gonna do it up to there. So I'm just gonna curve that round like that. Curve that to there and stop because I want a different piece to go there. I'm gonna curve that round. Take that up there like that. Go around there. Right, let's see if that's transferred. Yep, very faintly, but just going to do that one again. To be honest, if you push hard enough, you get a bit of a mark on the paper. Depends whether you like that or not, I guess. Okay, so let's see if I can see that. I know you can't, you definitely can't see this mark, but I can just about. So that's that one. And then got a sort of one there. Swoop it round. Right. Let's see if this has worked. Yes, I did notice that, Wendy. Wendy saying, did I notice in the new catalogue they're offering sheets of cling? Yes. So if you want to adapt your old clear mount stamps to cling, you can. How useful is that? Okay, so I've got this little bit extra here that I probably won't need, so I might even cut that off and put it up there because of course it's going to be exactly the same size, isn't it? So I'm just going to do that. It's like making a complicated jigsaw puzzle, this. Yeah. So I've got my basic guideline under here, and then well, I can even turn that around. I don't even have to do it. But I might just do it that way. There we go. Oh, it's getting there. I know it's not stamping, guys. I know it's a bit of a detour from what you usually see me do, but I thought it would be fun. Right, so I'm going to try that exactly the same method for this top part, and I'm going to line up that with that, so I don't have to do extra cutting. Stick that on there like that. I'm sorry if this might be a little bit tedious for you to watch me do, but hopefully the technique will then stick in your mind, and then you can have a go doing this yourself. And it's a great way to... Actually, you know what I've just realised? I think I was inspired by Navarana. Navarana the other day was showing me some of these collage pictures that she's been making out of her things that she's jelly plated or stamped and whatever. And I've just realised this is exactly the same sort of thing that I'm doing, but see, building a letter. Isn't that amazing, isn't it? There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. It all gets recycled and all comes back round. And right, I don't actually need this to go down too far, so I'm going to just cut that off there. And yeah, now I know what Wendy looks like. Yeah, we had a Zoom the other day. Wendy was sitting crocheting. Surprise, surprise. Basically, I am paper piecing, Deborah. Yes, that's basically what I'm doing. But I'm using my E template, and I'm filling this E up with bluey, lovely bluey, greeny. Yeah. stuff. So I've got this little piece at the end here. Now I think I want to just follow on the theme of what I've used already. Now, have I got a piece of... Where's the bit that I cut off? I'm just looking for the piece that came from here. This tree section. What did I do with that now? Because it would be nice just to have that repeated somewhere else, wouldn't it? Ah, it would be nice if I could find it. Oh, found it. Yeah, I'm wondering whether it would be nice to repeat. Maybe repeat that there. I could use maybe that section for that one. Oh dear, Navarana, you need to walk away from it before you throw it at the wall. Navarana's making this amazing pop-up book at the moment, and she said that it's really annoying her. She can't get this bit to work, so I'm just going to take that off there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that. I'm going to hold this up to the light, and again I want to save myself cutting out more than I need to. I'm such a cheat, you know. I'm so frugal when it comes to work, or not creating work for myself. So basically I've stuck it so the card it finishes at that point there, so I don't even have to cut that out. There we go. Right, take that off, keep the pieces. Oh, remember where I'm cutting. I think it's there. Okay, so that piece is going to go there. Now, Verona, I think I've discovered what else you can do with all your lovely jelly plates. You can do this. I have put a jelly plate on my Amazon wish list. After seeing what you'd done with them the other day, I thought, ooh, it would just sit there. It will just sit there, you know. See what happens. Right, so I need to cut out a piece from here now. Now the interesting thing about the base of this E, look, it's not straight, it kind of goes off like that. So that's interesting. Just want to go over my pencil again though. And again, I want to limit the amount I need to cut out, so I'm just lining up the base with the base of the E. I've got a quite strong bright light there, you see, so if I hold it up I can see through. So let's follow this line down. Follow that one there. To be honest, you're not going to really see that it's a tree anymore because I think I'm cutting most of the top off, but right, I cut that up there. Yep. Cut that there. Sorry, tree. Gonna have to be pruned for the sake of my letter E. Right, I did have a sponge on my desk, so let me just check what colour's on here. Oh, perfect actually. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that blue on the edges where it's white, because I'm doing white on white. I'm afraid it won't show up very well, so I'm just looking for bits that need to show up more. No, all the rest are fine because they've got quite a lot of colour on them. Right, so now grab the glue. There's recipes to make your own jelly plate. Yes, I know, but my fear is that by the time I've bought all the ingredients and made it, I may as well have bought it. So I've got some carbon paper. Thank you, Martina. Yeah, no, I do have some. Actually, where is it? I bought some when I went to stay with my sister, with Esther. We went to a stationery shop and they had sheets of it, and I bought some then. Right, so I think the trick is just get started with this. Just start laying it all down. So I don't want to put too much glue. So I'm going to spread it around. And I'm hoping that any pencil marks I might be able to get rid of afterwards with a rubber. Okay, that's it. That was one down. 6 million to go. No, I'm joking. Right, so it's worth just checking to see how things are going to fit, and I can see that I could do a trimming, just a slither off the top of that. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi Julianne, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm on it slightly earlier tonight, so I'm catching a few different people who don't usually join me for my late night shows. I should be called the late night craft show, shouldn't I? You're not a fan of carbon paper. Does it bring back bad memories for you, Gina? Oh, right, now I'm transmitting something onto there, but never mind. Right, I'm going to stick this one in, and then remember I've got that little piece there, which I might still trim down, but I'll see. But I'm going to put that one first. Sounds like you need some therapy, Gina, for your carbon paper phobia. Awful stuff. Yeah, I'm doing it okay, Julianne. I'm because I've got the kids at home, and so I'm running a business from home as well, and supporting Tom because he's working from home. I'm actually quite busy, so yeah, it's quite bizarre really. Right, I've just realised that this needed a little bit of a trim down as well, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. Now I've stuck it down. Just going to try and take a tiny wee slither off that. Ooh, come on. Come. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are you keeping busy, Julianne? That's better. Oh, it fits perfectly now. The other idea I had, so if I do this with the next letter, is to go slightly more bright with the colour scheme, but then do some black outlining and really just show off the joins, which I might do with I've got a white chalk pen, and I might go over some of these joins with that. Just thought it'd be fun just to show it off and not pretend that it's not made up of different pieces, you know? Celebrate the joins, as it were. Now this bit I'm going to need a bit extra, aren't I, to join that bit to that bit. So I need to bring back my alphabet, which has seemed to have disappeared. It was on my desk. Where's it gone? Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, so let's figure out which bit do I need to... Just that wee bit there. So I've got this little bit of blue here. I'll pop that on there like that. Just do those lines there. Oh, Julianne, I've got an idea for that. I'll message you later. Right, so got that little piece in there, and we've got that there. So I don't actually need all that, so I'm just going to cut that off. Hopefully I won't cut off too much. That one there. Right, let's get this one stuck down. Exactly, Martina, yes. What's the name of that? There's a name for that, isn't there? All right then, Julianne. Take care. God bless. Lovely to see you. Ooh, squeeze that up a bit. There we go. Then do I put that one in first, or do I do that one? So it shows a little bit more. Actually, I quite like the idea of it showing a bit more, but that doesn't seem to match. I need to cut a tiny little bit off this one. That's it. Right, so I'm actually going to stick this bit first, because I figure out better where to stick that after I've stuck this one. But I haven't put glue under this section. I'm just going to stick this to here first. Make sure I've got a nice straight line across the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to slide that one into there. Then I know where to stick that one, you see. When I do cards with my cut-offs, I actually stick them onto a piece of double-sided tape and fill in the small gaps with glitter. What a great idea! Oh, what about, have you ever tried using embossing powder? I know it means reheating, but I suppose if you use a really good adhesive, it might be okay. Okay, so then just don't forget to stick this bit down, because this needs some glue. Oh, there we go. Something different. Wasn't sure how it's going to turn out, but I quite like that. I just need to rub off. I've got some gluey marks here. Move my tea out my way before I knock it over. Get my rubber in here and rub out all these little marks I've managed to get on there. Oh, and it's nice, it's got quite a point on this rubber, so I'm able to get right in next to the card. Rub all these little marks off. I like the idea of a glitter leather on. I think I was looking through my drawers earlier for something and I came across, I don't know if it's what I think it is, but it reminded me of, it's a pen that's like the Versamark pen, Versamark ink, where you can then put embossing powder and it sticks to it. That might be quite nice if I went round the edge with one of those pens and then put embossing powder over the top of it. That would look nice. What's Martina saying? Oh dear. Deborah, one is only old if one gets a prescription from an archaeologist. Don't you believe Martina when she says that she's old? She's not really. Not really. Not at heart anyway. Oh, good, Ali. Oh, I wasn't quite sure how people would take this idea, but because it's a bit of a departure from what I usually do. So thank you for your sweet words. There we go. I think now I've cleaned it up a bit, it defines the outline a bit more. But I am interested to see what would happen if I put gold all the way around that. I'm just going to check my pen because I'm... Oh, it is an embossing pen. Ooh, I wonder if it still works. Oh, it's an italic nib on one end and then a brush tip on the other, but it's mangled. Although I wonder if, sometimes you can take these tips out, can't you, and pop them back in the other way. I wonder if that would work. Kind of works. I don't think you meant to do that, but I'll shove it back in. Right, so let's see if this does have the powder stick to it. Not, I don't think strong enough. How did I get the ink out of your cloth? I wash it. Do you mean this one? Oh, I'll just wash it. It stains it slightly, but yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that because I've tried to, I wonder if you have to sort of dip it as soon as you've done it. Let me just try again. Oop. Yeah, if you do it as soon as you've done it, then it might be... But then that would mean you'd have to do this in stages, wouldn't you? Not going to be doing that. But if you had... Oh, if you had one of Martina's fancy pens... Martina's got these really cool metallic pens. That would look amazing on that. Right, guys, I think I'm actually just going to call it a night for tonight. Because if I get started on another one, I'm afraid I'm going to be really late, and I didn't really want to do a late one tonight. But I'm hoping that I've given you enough inspiration for you to go off and do your own letter. So just a reminder, the letters are printed out just onto bog standard typewriter paper. They're Times New Roman, these particular alphabets. And so some people are printing it directly to their very vanilla or whisper white in a very pale grey and then stamping it, or they're doing this technique where you put the pencil on the back and you're doing like a carbon copy. Now, I have done a video and I've created a playlist for the alphabet theme, and there is a video on there explaining how to use a Word document to create outlined letters. All right, so if you want to have a look back at that, actually I will put the link to the playlist here right now so that you have got no excuse where to find it. So copy link, I'll put it here now, paste, there we go. So if you want to see the other A, B, C, D I've done up to, haven't I? Just done E. Oh look, and Esther, is Esther just appeared? Oh, there we go, look, E for Esther. There we go. So this is an alternative way to use up your scraps. You could use designer series paper. You don't have to use stamped images. Designer series paper would be great for this. And also those little awkwardy bits, because you can find all sorts of things out of this. If you wanted to go even further, you could perhaps decorate these with, I don't know, punched out flowers. Oh, that's given me an idea. Oh no, pretend you didn't hear me say that. That's an idea for another one. Right. I'm going to stop there now. So, yes, it happens to be your initial, Esther. I know, just saying. And I think that might look nice in your craft room. Ah, dear. There we go. Right, so, what's that? Oh, Martina's telling someone to soak something with alcohol. Oh. Nothing budges from it. Oh, you're sustained black. Oh. Oh, yes, glycerin. That would do it. What does the label on the pen say? It says emboss dual pen made by Tsunkiniko. Acid-free emboss dual pen. So I think you could, yeah, you're meant to be able to, but it is old. It is old. It's been sitting in my drawer for a very long time. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah. There we go. Take care, Wendy. Oh dear. Is Martina giving tips with alcohol? That's just dangerous, isn't it? Yes, it could be that it's too old now. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, Ali. Yeah, lovely to see you all. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so you've got double bill. Esther's on Facebook at 8:30, and I'm and then she's on at YouTube at 9, and then I sort of try and squeeze in between that point and midnight, really. You know, depending how long Esther goes on for. You know, it depends if she's decides to do a bit of a marathon, you know. But yeah, so we'll see. Or I'll try and squeeze on in the day and maybe do something else with the letters, or I don't know, something will pop into my mind. I've got a bit of a pile of some scraps here on the side, so I was having a bit of a tidy today, so it could be that, I don't know, we could make something pretty out of these scraps if you fancy seeing me do some scrappage. Now, if you haven't commented on the 6,000 subscriber video with me dressed as Pikachu, please go and comment on it if you want to be in with a chance of winning an hour Zoom session with me and 2 other people. So do make sure that you comment on that, because yeah, it was a nice little milestone to get to 6,000. So yeah, yeah, come on Esther, that's it, Navarana, get her on. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I definitely have to go. Right, lots of love to you all. Take care for now. Bye.